Hi! So, welcome back to my channel, and I wanted to share with you some key things as to how I was able to lose more than 60 pounds and keep that 60 pounds off for more than a year. I won't describe how I got to that place, but I'll just let you know some key things. I love food. My parents can cook, I can cook, and I have 4 children. So, those are some things that will tell you that the journey with food for me has been a struggle. Now, when I finally decided I was going to lose weight, I prayed about it first. I prayed about it because I didn't know in my flesh what to do, and all the different advice, all the different fad diets weren't working for me. What I found was that these fad diets will get you to a certain place, but then you can't maintain that. It's not a lifestyle change. It's just a crash diet, and you can't live like that. So anyway, basically what happened was I was led to do a 10-day water fast at some point. I had gone through a period of depression. I was over 200 pounds, guaranteed. I couldn't fit into any of my clothes. So I didn't really care what I looked like. All the people that I had been friends with, there was no one to impress, basically. And so I did a 10-day water fast. I was cranky. I was so cranky. My children, my 4 daughters, were just like, they didn't even know what to say. They kind of sat around me like, because I'm usually happy, go lucky, bubbly. That was not me in this 10 days. They were more excited than I was that the 10 days were over. I don't know who was more excited, to tell you the truth. Anyway, when the 10 days was over, I lost a lot of weight and I was able to fit into clothes, thank God. Um, And then I had to figure out, okay, my taste buds were different. I had to figure out how to reintroduce food. And I was lost because I was so used to eating a certain way. In the West Indies, we cook. I mean, cooking and food, like in a lot of cultures, is a big deal. So bottom line is that I didn't gain all the weight back, but I wasn't able to lose the way I wanted to after that. I started working out again, playing basketball, but and I reintroduced food again, but the same food I was eating before, so the struggle was kind of still there in regards to losing weight. um, Eventually I did lose weight. It was a slow process. I was able to fit into my clothes a lot better, and then I stopped thinking about food. I started thinking about my life and survival and my children. And so the first thing was to focus less on food. That was the first thing. And then the second thing was my eating habits. I was led to change my eating habits. I had to do another 10-day water fast. I was led to do a 10-day water fast for spiritual reasons. And through this 10-day water fast, I lost a lot of weight. And it was easier than the first time. And what I discovered is that we all have parasites, because through touching dirty things, walking barefoot outside, whatever, we naturally are going to encounter germs that gives us parasites. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter how germophobic you are, this is going to happen. And so those kind of germs that we encounter, and the germs in the food that we eat, believe it or not, gives us cravings. Those cravings are not us. Those cravings are the parasites. And a lot of times when we eat and we don't feel full or you don't gain weight, it's because these parasites are eating the food that we eat. So anyway, I discovered that's a big deal, and I was determined to be in control of my appetite and what I like to eat. So I started to eat healthier. I started to cut out meat completely. Now, initially it was cutting out beef and just eating chicken, and then it became eating just egg and fish, and then it became just eating, which I didn't think is possible, because I think that for me, meat played a big part in being content when I ate. I cut out meat completely, and that was because I was led to do a Daniel fast. And I was led to do a Daniel fast because through the fast I was doing, I was losing so much weight that I was looking kind of sickly, like I had a skeletal look to me. And because this fast is supposed to be done in private between you and God, it became almost like a show. People in my family were wondering, why you're not eating, why are you losing so much weight. I wasn't trying to lose weight. I was trying to do what I was like, what the Bible says we should do. When you're in a situation that you want to see a change, you fast and you pray. So anyway, needless to say, through these fasts I didn't die. The third fast type of fast that I was introduced to was a new level for me, was a 3-day dry fast. I do believe, who was drawn to do a 3-day dry fast in the Bible? I know that Moses did a dry fast, and Jesus did a dry fast, and so my dry fast was a 3-day because scientifically speaking, they say that's the longest you can go without water and food. So and I was later discovered you can actually go you can go another day. I could have done another day, but I did a 3-day successfully. But I found on the third day my tongue was dry. I felt so thirsty that I kind of cheated. I actually had some ice chips. By the way, Wendy's has the best ice chips by far. So I had ice chips, and I just suck on the ice chips, and I just spit the water out. So anyway, after that 3-day water fast, I decided I was going to make sure to eat healthy from that point on. So there was no more meat, no more fish, no more egg. I ate what was healthy, and I enjoyed it. I've been enjoying food a lot more. I've been enjoying fasting a lot more. What I'm finding is that I don't feel hungry. Those hunger pains that people feel when they're hungry, I don't get those anymore. I eat because I may be feeling like, lightheaded or peckish. I really don't get hunger pains, which I love. There's a time when I was driven to eat by this hungry feeling that I was feeling. So anyway, the point is that fasting played a big part. It's part of my Christian walk anyway. Like, I do it because I believe in God and I believe in the Word, but I'm finding that it's healthy. You actually build youth hormones when you fast, and your organs get a break. And supposedly the 3-day dry fast, I researched it after. It's like any kind of sickness or illness in your body, it incubates it, and it kind of like what's the word that was used? It incubates it, and it incinerates it. So I haven't been sick, and mind you, there's been some times where you could tell it could have been another way, but I haven't been sick in a good while, and I'm so thankful. But anyway, that's how I did it. That's how I lost my 60 pounds and kept it off for a year. Fasting. It was the basic part, including a Daniel fast. So I'm living a fasted life. I don't eat meat. I eat vegetables. I eat whole grains, minimally oats, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, cantaloupe, watermelon, zucchini, carrots, and I find a way to make it. The vegan community is so kind overall, in general, most people, and they're so forthcoming with recipes. Like, they really are so much about the integrity of the animals that we kill unnecessarily, because really a big part of the reason why too I was so encouraged to stick with my Daniel fast or to live a vegan life is because I discovered how the animals were treated. And in the Bible it talks about how when there was a man there was a demon in a man, and the demon was saying to Jesus that don't get rid of me, cast me into the swine. So it was basically Christians are led not to eat pork for that reason. Now, it's basically how I see it is that, spiritually speaking, if an animal's being tortured or angry, it's the same type of thing. We're eating meat that has been tortured and sickly, and because it's packaged in a beautiful way, we don't think about the process for our own benefit, which is sad, but that's what it is. But anyway, that's how I lost the weight. I'm happy to share any more ideas or any of the journey with me. I might even do a fast. I'm gonna pray about it, but just to show you that you can survive it, and maybe you can see how the weight gets lost. It's very healthy for you, and so as you can see, I'm not dead, and I'm actually quite healthy. I'm in my 40s, and I have 4 children, and I'm encouraging them as well. I'm not forcing them. Everyone has an individual walk to walk, but I do believe that it's very healthy for you, and I'm a living testimony to that. So anyway, that's my story, and if anyone would like to help and support in doing that for themselves, let me know. All right, that's Dear Daughter Diaries. Until next time, be blessed and take care. Bye.